Hey, welcome back, everybody. Today we'll be doing a review on, as you can see because you clicked on the video, Gen V Season 2, Episode 2. Okay. So, man, we need to do these reviews fast. There are many other series that are actually coming out. Like we all know about the fantastic series that's going to come out soon, which will be Stranger Things. And currently, the series that has come out, that is like the real horror series, which is It. Welcome to Derry. So, before we go into any of those reviews, and especially the last season of The Boys, which is going to come out, we need to do the review for Gen V Season 2 and how this ties in with the previous The Boys season of Season 4 and exactly what's going on. Okay, so let's just jump straight into the review. I actually typed out what I was going to say, and to be honest, uh, at the moment I have a page, and I think I was like what, a quarter of the way through the episode. But anyway, let's go. Okay, and I'm gonna read from the page. Oopsie. Okay. The episode starts off with the girls returning to the university, and this time with Marie, because apparently she is the most important piece of the puzzle, at least for the new dean of the university known as Cypher. Okay? She is the key to everything, apparently. Just like every other series where there is a woman protagonist, she's the key to everything. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But none of them are feeling quite safe yet, where they are, especially after Marie attacked Kate Dunlap and left her at a hospital. Or they all left her at a hospital, because that means now they have a bigger target on their backs. And if Kate survives, which she does, and tells her story about her attackers, the group will be in serious doo-doo more than what they already are. Okay? I have to admit, it just seems that they are not getting a break at all from this. Season one, it seemed to be a safe place at the university, at least for all of them, because they're all soups on campus. But now it's turned on them. The students and the campus have turned on them, and yet everybody still looks up to them as their heroes, but they can turn on them. Okay? But the group knows that the dean and the other faculty members are planning something sinister for them, but they just don't know what it is yet. So, Kate's in hospital, and everyone, including the dean, is glad to see that Marie is back on campus and has a sit down with Marie after everybody acknowledged that, oh, Kate, she's she's in hospital, but everybody gives out the thoughts. Oh, we hope that she's going to be safe and all of that stuff. We hope she's going to make it out okay. But immediately after that, the dean is glad to see that Marie is back on campus and has a sit down with Marie, telling her how important she is to the students and the university. And it's sad that what happened to Kate Dunlap, and whoever the attackers are, they will get down to finding out the evidence and find the attackers as soon as possible. But as long as Kate is living, that is fine with him. But Marie is not buying any of it, and she wants to know what's really going on and why. You know, but the dean seems to be way smarter at this point. He basically hands Marie a folder of Andre, the soup that passed away in between season one and season two of screen. That he had a certain condition which he basically received from his father genetically, where if he had to use his powers, it would give him migraines, and uh, the effect of using his powers was really bad because of this particular issue. And every time he used his powers, it would harm him. And basically, when he tried to break all of them out after Marie left, it took too much toll on his body, and that is the reason why he passed away. And that the dean lets her keep the file with that information. So clever. Basically, she's going to show the rest of them, and they're all going to be like, oh, it was an accident, and they'll move on. The dean is actually very, very clever and actually very, very sinister to be doing something like that. Anyway, so Marie and the others continue their day as per normal, but always looking for clues and answers. Jordan, Marie, and the other students are called together to participate in a new activity on campus where they are to enhance their control of their powers. And they are all put up against another soup who apparently might have been in something called Lust and Lightning, almost like a Love and Thunder. Yeah? Lust, Lightning, Love, Thunder. But it sounds more pornish, to be honest. It's the world of the boys. I'm pretty sure it was porn. To enhance the control of the powers, and they all get put up against a soup, and if they survive the fight or achieve to the objective to end the activity. Okay, so Jordan and Marie clearly don't like the measures that the dean is taking to improve the students' abilities, as this method is clearly not safe because one of the students literally looked like he died. I mean, the dude hit him with a massive hammer on the spine. I don't know if the guy's alive. We don't see him anywhere else, okay? But to us, the audience, it seems as if they were either trying to kill Marie or force her to push her powers to the limit. For what purpose, I don't know. Okay? So the dean said, this is all, this is all to help them survive, help them fight, help them like be able to work and coerce together and enhance their powers, blah, blah, blah. I like this mystery from the dean. He seems to be for the soups, and it does sound like it. But there are some things he says that is a little bit genocidal, okay? I know that it might sound weird saying that, but he reminds the students that as a superpowered being, they are outnumbered by the amount of non-superpowered beings. And he also refers to the students as soldiers, okay? It feels that he wants to build an army and not just to protect, but maybe subdue non-super beings or humans. You know, like the Third Reich. Basically, it feels like that, and I think this is all because this is probably for Homelander, or maybe not for Homelander. Basically, maybe for somebody else. So Marie and Jordan stand up to the dean, saying that this is not safe for the students, and the dean acknowledges their point of view, but presses that this activity or study is important for the students of the university. Moving on. Meanwhile, the little cricket, or Emma, is trying to find clues to what is really happening and at the university and how to expose this to the public. She heads to Andre's dad's place to convince him to help find out what the dean's plans are. And Andre's dad says yes. Like, yeah, I'm going to help. Okay, because he wants to find out what happened to his son. He wants to find out what blah, 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 blah. He basically wants to bring down this university for the dark things that they've been doing. So Emma and Andre's dad go to this place, this storage place with all the information. I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's not explained. It's like an archives room, and there's a soup there too, called the Rememberer. The Rememberer. Anyway, so Emma charms him, and they're able to get in. They find the clues that they're looking for, but Emma kind of gets too excited, and she grows big, you know. And she's more happy the fact that she is now able to kind of control her power, kind of. She's still high, but yeah, it was kind of weird because I mean Emma, her character is the comic relief in this entire show, to be honest, and she's really one of the favorite characters. So it's cool to actually have Emma's character there, and I do actually like it because she's also actually one of the very smart ones that they have in the group. So I'm actually done. I've finished the page. I've read through the page. Now I'm winging it. Okay. So all in all, they're trying to find out what happened to Kate as well. Who is trying to find out? Thomas is trying to find out what happened to Kate. He goes to visit at the hospital. Kate uses her powers and just goes nuts and has one of the nurses actually kill another nurse. Okay, but at the same time, like he finds out that it was Marie, Emma, and Jordan that did this. Well, basically Marie that did this to Kate, and that really pisses him off. Okay. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, zingy. And this is actually what Thomas uses and decides to confront Emma about what has been happening. Emma does tell him exactly what happened. Okay. And it was all an accident and everything. But they had no other choice and all of these things. And Thomas is left. He needs to decide. Thomas needs to decide whose side is he on? Is he on their side? Is he on Kate's side? What is Kate really doing? What's the whole point? Are the university lying to Kate and Thomas as well? That's the other thing. And I think the university is definitely lying to Thomas. I think Kate is also being used. She is smarter. But Kate can be let go into things, and she might just be too trusting with the faculty and not really taking things uh, on her own perception, basically. Man, I wish I should have just rewatched the episode now because I actually don't know how it ends. Um, I totally forgot how it ends now, man. Guys, just give me one moment. Okay, well, what I just did over there was I just glossed through a few of the scenes of the episode of episode 2, which is called Justice Never Forgets, because I actually forgot what happened. But coming back, okay. So basically, Emma and Andre's dad found the clues. Okay, that is when they head out. When they head out, Tom said he knows that the people who attacked Kate was Marie, Emma, and Jordan. Okay, how he found out? Well, apparently that is actually a strange thing. Yes, Kate was saying that she was attacked and everything. Okay, and she was saying why would they even? She was basically telling Thomas that Kate, Marie, and Jordan. Not Kate, but Emma, Jordan, and Marie. They left me for the attack me. Blah 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 blah. How he found out? He was at this like the seance. It's like stupid. We actually get to see the deep there, and apparently the deep, when it comes to the university students, is kind of like the king of his alma mater, which is the group that he was part of, like Kappa or whatever. I don't know what group he's part of, but like he's the guy, okay? Not means because he's part of the seven is obviously like a god to them. It's a weird ritual that they do. Not going to talk about it, but it is through these rituals, and at the end, the deep tells Thomas, like, you know what, it's okay. Um, Homelander's trying to find out what really happened to Kate. He's not really trying to do that. Homelander's worried about himself because Homelander's a little baby. Okay, the deep. I would understand why the deep is really trying to keep Thomas calm and reassured because Thomas is strong and Thomas can kick the shit out of the deep. No crap. Could he go up against Homelander? I don't know, but I think he can. Dude, Thomas is strong. Like the amount of powers they showed in Gen V Season 1 looks way better than the boys, to be honest. And Thomas is really strong, especially when he goes up against soups and when he goes up against humans. Homelander, we haven't really seen Homelander be strong besides using his laser vision and, of course, the comic books. But we all know that it wasn't really Homelander that did those heinous crimes. It was the other dude who is a clone of Homelander and wears the black mask all the time. What's the guy's name again? I don't know. I totally forgot about that soup's name. But yeah, if you don't know the comics and you want to really understand, Homelander isn't really the one that does all the crazy things in the comics. It's his it's his copy, his duplicate, his clone who is psychotic and did those things. He just obviously knew he looks like Homelander and he didn't care because what he looks like Homelander. People's gonna think it's Homelander doing this and never know that it's actually the dude that's always dressed like a freaking ninja in black. What's that guy's name? Dude, I forget. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna find the boys heroes, the seven. Okay. Black Noir. I didn't even have to look it up. Black Noir in the comics, Black Noir, which is kind of weird because they would probably have the same build. Black Noir is actually the clone of Homeland in the comics, and he's the one who does the killings, the heinous things that they blame Homelander for. Homelander was losing his mind, but he never did those things. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm spoiling things for everybody. Oh my god. Coming back to Gen V episode 2. Yeah, so basically Thomas found out. That's like when I mentioned earlier, Emma tells him which freaking side you're on, blah blah blah. And yeah, so the Deep tries to reassure Thomas because Thomas is really strong. Deep has to do. You don't want Thomas to be going orthodox like the Homelander. But yeah, it was immediately after that with one of the guys in the group says, yeah, like Emma, she had my phone and she went to this place, and that's the same place that Kate went to when Kate was attacked. Boom, hits, talks to Emma. Emma says, you're a little B, find out which side you're on. End of story. But that's actually when Emma, um, before I get to Emma, Jordan and Marie. This whole time when Emma and Andre's father, Thomas, the Deep, and everybody else is busy doing their things, trying to figure things out, Marie and Jordan have a little lesbo time. I mean, like, if you're gonna add sexual content into the show, how about having no sexual content in the show, to be honest? Because there's so much other gross things that you guys do and put into the show. I don't think we need to have, like, whether it hereditary, straight or less sexual intercourse. We actually don't need any of that. This is a show about superheroes. Yes, we do understand there's drama and feelings, but yeah, let's just cut those things out and just get to the storyline, to be honest, because Gen V can be kind of slow. It is only episode 2, and I might be boring people, especially with my review. But nonetheless, so they actually have that time together and they're talking and they're kind of bonding and then they're not bonding, which is just kind of weird because Jordan for the whole episode was kind of telling Marie, like, you stupid, and saying to Emma, like, you guys don't know nothing. And how it ends up that these two decide to have intercourse together, I don't know. I was grossed out. I wasn't interested in the dialogue. I actually just wanted to see what happened with the storyline. So, the two of them, Marie and Jordan, get dressed and leave the dormitory. That's when they run into Emma. And Emma hands over the file to Marie that this special project that they're looking for, the special project that the dean is actually busy with, everything has to do with Marie. Marie is the name of this project, which I don't know because I didn't go that far. I didn't like wait to see the name. Like, oh yeah, Marie. Marie is the key to everything, like I said at the beginning of this review, basically. Yeah, Marie, the key to everything. And yeah, the character is actually quite lame. But anyway, guys, that was the review. There will definitely be more. Okay, I think I'm gonna rate this episode of Gen V a 5 because it was a little bit slow. It had scenes in there that I didn't care about. Yes, I do understand the actor who played Andre has passed away, and at the same time, I kind of don't care that the show is putting so much emphasis on his death. I do understand it's sad. I do understand it was real, but we are here for the show. We are not really to reminisce on a fallen actor. Okay, Godspeed to the family and everybody else. It was sad, but the show must go on, and I understand they want to pay the homage to the actor himself over there that you can see. But come on, man, write a better story if you're at least going to pay homage to the guy. Anyway, for those of you that watches the episode, that has watched this review, guys, whatever you opinions you have and whatever you think that I got wrong that you believe goes this way or whatever you believe could be in the actual story, please tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, sub, and we'll catch you on the next review, which will be coming very, very soon.